recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome YouTube or welcome everyone to our new podcast. This is Manny here. Uh, this is Manny's first time on YouTube, I believe. Right? Right?
Yes, sir.
So this podcast is called Between the Ropes of Reality, where we're gonna be talking about wrestling. Of course, it's a passion of ours. And also our personal life stuff about personal life. Real quick before we continue, I just want to shout out to one of my closest friends who has this company called Super Brains. Gave me this hat for free and gave me some of his merch as well. So I just want to shout him out real quick. Not sponsored. So Manny, how do you feel about this podcast?
Uh Honestly, I'm a little nervous, but I mean, confident as well too. I am extremely passionate about it. We've actually we talked about it for for a while since like I was living in Florida with you,
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
roughly
Oof. Been like a year, over a
a
year.
year. I feel like it's been more than just a year, but I mean, it has been a year, but I mean, it's been
Like over a year, yeah.
yeah, over a year, but we for sure been talking about it for like I said for the longest time, and it's actually happening, and like I'm like really excited and like shocked and like blown away because like it's a journey. It really is a journey, and and I'm so happy and I'm so passionate, and I'm grateful to have Alex to be part of this because this is a project that we've been, like I said, in the works and save stories, and we have so much, so much.
So unfortunately, we have to do this virtually because we live in different states. Before, when we came up with the idea, we lived in like literally 5 minutes away from each other. But someone didn't like Florida and decided to leave.
It's not like okay. I don't. Okay, so Florida. I lived in Florida for like nine. I think it was like 9, 10 months, and I moved there. I'm originally from a different state, so I'm originally from from there. I'm not gonna tell you where, but I
What?
moved there because like it was just I just want to move my own. But then I remember I seen
Look at the
Alex. I'm like,
camera when you talk.
okay, thank you. But anyways, like I wanted to move out of the state for the longest time because I wanted to do something different. So, and then I came across with Alex because we worked at the same company.
Which is funny.
And
So going back to that warehouse I mean we met before that, but it wasn't like we talked. It was like at parties we just like ran into each other, cause um his aunt manages that warehouse, and I got the job there because of her. And 2 weeks after I started working there, he started working there. Like he moved to Florida from the place he doesn't want to name. I guess I don't know why. Um,
Pennsylvania.
because of what?
It's PA. It's Pennsylvania. So you say that.
Yeah. Um, so he moved from there to. It was originally to what? To start like a car washing company.
Yeah, it was a car detailing, and then it didn't actually end up working.
So everyone said that I'm like a job chameleon because I jump from like profession to profession. This man is the one that does that. He wanted to do car washing, then wanted to be a cop, firefighter. Now he's a fucking mechanic. Like what the hell? What is this?
So like it okay. I have a business of car detailing. It's on hold right now because of relocating. But yeah, so I've been a technician for I think I've been turning tools for 4 years. Actually, it's actually 4 years because today is the day that actually marks me being as a technician. Um, and I work for a company out in North Carolina. So I work for a dealership. So and I've been there with her for a couple months now. I love it. It's a great job. Um, Pay could be better, but I'm not complaining. I do it just for like experience. That's what I do. I do it for experience, and I get all my knowledges. So yes, I do job bouncer, whatever the fuck you
To
call
be
it. Yeah,
honest,
job bouncer.
I was the same way. It wasn't that like I want to do this, I want to do that. It was more like I don't like doing this anymore, so I'm gonna go do that now. But my passion is film. I'm a filmmaker. Currently, I'm in pre-production of one of my films that I plan to film and start filming in the summer. But the biggest problem I'm I'm coming into right now is budgeting because that shit's gonna be expensive. I need to rent an Airbnb for at least a week. That alone is gonna be like $2,000 or more. Depends on where I choose to film because I want to film either in Georgia, North Carolina because of the scenery. Um, up north Georgia. Uh, but yeah, it's like the budgeting is the biggest fucking like obstacle for me right now.
I mean, honestly, like it's. I don't think it's just not saying budgeting, but it's just like it's. I mean, I wouldn't. Okay, there's a lot of things in life that it's budgeting is actually one of them. Budgeting is really like I guess I would say like top tier or whatever. Like could be when it comes to life financial issues and stuff like that. I mean,
Especially with the
with
recession that we're in now.
yeah, exactly. Like with the just everything going on specifically, like it's really hard for any of us to like find a job that actually can pay good amount of money for us, like be able to payments, roof over our head, and meals on our plate, and pay the bills on time, stuff like that. And I mean, it's not like it's a hard managing to do because nowadays there are certain people who are very picky on when it comes to jobs. I mean, like job's a job at the end of the day. If you don't like it, oh well, you're there for the money so you can pay your bills and put a roof over your head and put the food on the table. That's what really matters. And that's just I mean, that's how life is. You can't get what you always want. You can't like say, "Oh, I want this, want that." No, you have to work for it to get what you want to get. That's just I mean, that's how I see it, and that's how it's a mindset that I think a lot of people should put in as well too.
No, yeah, for sure. It's just fucking my last job was Chick-fil-A. I hate that place. But I might be going back within like the next week or two because I need money to pay for this film. And I mean, I have a job, but I work on campus. I go to school. I'm going for my bachelor's, but I work on campus because we're on break right now. Between semesters, I can't really um, pick up. Like I really can't. Like work right now, so I'm kind of struggling in between. All right, so what do you
Oof.
think about SmackDown tonight? That shit was crazy. The
Dude, that
ending was crazy.
the ending was crazy. Let's hold off the ending. Let's talk about that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but was it the Kabuki Warriors? Did I just saw that we saw?
Okay,
I'm Give me
okay.
some backstory about it.
Ooh. So they started out in NXT when Asuka was dominating in NXT. I think it was like 2018, 2019. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong, comment section. But yeah, they it was just like so at this time NXT had a strong women tag team division. Like the tag team
Okay.
division wasn't even a thing in the main roster. It was a thing in NXT, which was a blessing. But they paired up Asuka, who was already undefeated, with Kari Sane, who is playing on her name, Insane, in the ring. And they just made the perfect tag team. Oh my god. It was one
It
of like, because I've always like, I never really watched NXT, but I always kept up with it. I always watched highlights. Now I watch every Tuesday night. Because you got Carmelo Hayes now. You have Braun Breaker, which by the way, Braun Breaker needs to be called up already. Like, what's going on? He's already done everything imaginable in NXT, and he's already feuded with everyone. So what the hell is the point of him being there? But yeah,
if
the Kabuki Warriors. I think they're. I think yeah they won the tag title, then never lost it until they got called up.
I mean, so I'm not. I haven't. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't really watched NXT a lot because I mostly watch like WWE, like SmackDown, Raw. Like I've been watching them since I was a kid.
Now
I
that, that's a, that
hadn't.
now that's a problem,
I
because
know.
every no not just you. There's a lot of people. Like 90% of viewers don't even watch NXT. until
and
until they call someone up. They look at the highlights. It's like, oh shit, I've been missing out.
and the thing is that like it's like I remember like so I've been watching WWE for like since I was a kid, and then like I was on and off for it for like back and forth, and then Alex got me back into watching it. He was like, dude, you gotta watch it, and and when I did, I was like, oh dude, I gotta catch up, I gotta watch everything, like,
Yeah,
and so
to be
and
honest, I wasn't watching. I stopped watching in 2018, 2019, 2019 after Dean Ambrose left, or
mhm.
who now John Moxley, because he was one of my favorites. Just like the Lunatic Fringe, like his character was just so fucking insane, like and hilarious at the same time. And then when they the way Vin like did him dirty in his last
Mhm.
run, basically made him like basically like a Nazi.
Yeah, and
Gas mask and everything. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I just stopped watching. I still kept up with it. Like the next time I watched it was the 2020 Royal Rumble. So I didn't know Edge was coming back. People knew, but not me. So when I saw him come into Royal Rumble, I fucking went crazy. Cause Edge was he not was is one of my all time favorites. I cried when he was forced to retire.
see, oh, yeah, when on Dean, like on or John Moxley, sorry. He honestly, like, he was the glue of the Shield. Like, I mean, he's always there, like, on and off, no matter what, like any bad situations or anything, like, just he's always there for Reigns and for Rollins, and
Mostly Reigns
mostly Reigns, yeah.
because of
But I
what
mean, like,
happened with the Shield, just breaking it up and shit.
yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Dean Ambrose, when he was Dean Ambrose in the WWE, he was the glue of the Shield. He was the one that always like, even though he was the crazy one, he still kind of like held them together.
hmm and then with him, it's just like Dean, John Moxley is the type of guy, like, when he was in WWE, he's the type of person where, like, if you were in his friend group and he cares about you so much, he would take a bullet for you. Like, to me, that's how I saw it. I could be wrong, but I mean, just how his character, how he played it, was just like even when the Shield was broken, he was still wearing the gear, and then after that, for like time period, he just started wearing a wife beater and then jeans, and like hand wraps, which is honestly, like, it was a good, like, a switch up. And then and honestly, the person who's been carrying it for the longest time, even the vest, the Velcro, and then also the
Yeah, no,
pants was,
Dean Ambrose after the Shield was basically the same Dean Ambrose, just more unhinged.
yeah. And then, like, the person who keep wearing the same gear was Roman Reigns. He would literally been wearing that vest for the longest time, and then
He wore
after
it for I think 8 years.
yeah, he wore it for the longest time, and after that, he just started been shirtless.
It was that's because I remember I watched I mentioned to Manny earlier that the first time Roman Reigns got, because we were talking about the time that he announced that he had leukemia. Um, I he said this on Impulsive. He was on Logan Paul's podcast like last year, and told Logan and Mike and George, who was on the show at the time, that um, when he was in, when he was out of college going into the NFL, he was on the practice squad. Like he adjusted to the team, and they were going through physicals before the season started. And this was 2007. He said. So it's like when he said this, and I thought it the first time because I saw that interview twice. Um, the first time it really hit me because he said that's when his first daughter was like that's around the time that his girlfriend at the time, who's his wife now, was pregnant with her first daughter. And then to get cut from the team because they're like, oh, we found cancer in your blood, and we can't have you on the team because you need to take care of that, so we can't pay you to stay home. So they cut him. And when I heard about that, I was like, oh shit, that's how long he's had leukemia. But and then you know when he came back in 2020 after COVID, because he got COVID, that's why he was gone for a few months. he got COVID and he wanted to stay away to protect his family. Um, it was it was like a change of scenery. He was like, oh, my character was always like people don't like that I'm being pushed to the moon and I'm just like the average good guy, the average babyface. And he thought to himself, it's time for a change of scenery because he was a face for 8 years.
Mhm.
And when they I'm guessing because this part I forgot, I have to go back and watch it. But he was like when they it was like a weight lifted off his shoulders, knowing that he can play a brand new character, a more dominating character. He was all for it.
Yeah, no, it's on it. I At first I didn't like him and like his new character, but then like after I got like comfortable with it and just like not comfortable, like familiarized and understanding it, I'm like, you know what, like this honestly was a good move for him to be, you know, a solo, like a solo like character as this is role play.
Solo.
Yeah, no, solo. I do. It blows my mind that like Umaga's son is in the WWE, and I'm just
No, he's
and it's
not.
still shock. No, no, no. His son, Umaga. Solo's not Umaga's son.
No, Solo is literally Jimmy and Jay's brother,
So who's the
Rikishi's
father
son.
of Solo?
Huh?
Who's the father of Solo?
Rikishi.
Oh, for the love of
He is
God!
literally Jay and Jimmy's brother. Yo, who is this guy? Claims he's a fucking wrestling fan.
Oh my God! I
Now Umaga's son is wrestling, but he's not in the WWE. You can search him up. He's actually a really good wrestler. He's literally like him and Solo are literally the same. They they both have Umaga's movesets. Um, but his name is Vila Fatu. He's around the independent circuit.
Oh, okay,
And then
okay.
there's another Fatu, which is not Umaga's son, but the Usos, Solos, and Dilla's cousin from Rikishi's other brother, Jacob Fatu, who's a
Uh,
fucking beast.
okay, yeah. Clearly, you see how I'm catching up with wrestling. Yeah, no, no, not so much, not so much at all. No, I apologize for everybody
Look at the camera and sincerely
who
apologize to every wrestling fan.
I I am truly sorry for not knowing my characters. Don't hate on me. Don't bash
Characters,
on
no,
me.
you're wrestlers,
Like
you're people.
wrestle. Technically, they're characters. Technically,
Technically, yeah.
technically, but in a proper way, wrestlers. Okay, I am truly sorry. Don't hate me. Don't bash. I mean, you can bash on me. I don't care, but just don't hate me. I'm a good
Yes,
guy. I,
guys, please don't hate him because we need this podcast to do well. This is our first episode, so
yes,
bash on him, shit on him, but don't hate him.
totally fine. Don't hate me. Bash on me all you want. Blow up, whatever. I don't care.
Oh
More
my
likely, I
god!
won't even look at it. But it.
I'll look at it and I'll send it to him.
But at the top of that, it's just I think the nothing the Samoan family, the whole the tree. I tried to understand the whole family tree. I no way, no way.
This guy
It's too much
thought
for me.
Samoa Joe was in the family.
Okay, yeah, I because the name. It's the name gives it out.
He's from a whole different family.
Yeah, whole other guy. He's not
But you
even
know who is
that.
related to them? Nia Jax.
Yes.
Nia Jax is related to them. I feel like if Nia Jax was not on Raw and she was on SmackDown, they can add her to the bloodline. You know other
Ew.
you know Dakota Kai Samoan too,
Yeah.
but she's not related to them. So is Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed is also a Samoan, but he's not related to them either.
Oh.
Uh, in Australia and New Zealand, which is
Hmm.
where Bronson Reed is from Australia, but Dakota and Nia Jax are from New Zealand, and Australia and New Zealand are highly populated with Samoans.
Yeah, I because there's a guy on social media. I follow him. He's pretty cool. He's from Australia and he's Samoan, and like he told me that, and he was just describing his little life story. His whole family is from Australia. Well, his family are from Australia, but his ancestors are from,
like Polynesia,
you know, yeah, Polynesia. Yeah, I
because
don't know
Samoans are.
exactly.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think they're from Polynesia, and then but also Samoans are also from Hawaii, which is America. That's why they call it. That's why there's an island near Hawaii, or not near Hawaii, but somewhere in the world called American Samoa,
Yeah,
which is an island just filled with Samoan. Imagine being there, just going, shee and then you just hear echoes from like the whole island.
yeah, dude. I actually I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind going to the island and actually learn about their culture and their heritage. I mean, it like, dude. But dude, I gotta tell you, dude, the males and the females, when they're like their physique is just absurd, dude. Like
Fucking
it's just
godly.
they're dude. They were like born like
They're
toned.
born huge.
Like I want to be huge. I work out every day, Monday through Saturday, and Sunday's my rest day. I work out. I can't get a physique body like that because for one, I trying for number, and number two, I'm not Samoan. But it's just they're the way they take care of their body is just, it's just so amazing because like it's everything just pure plant, like it's just pure on earth, and like, and then it's just, and the food they eat is just different than what we eat on the streets or what we eat in the stores, and it's completely different. It's just, but it looks so fascinating because like the meals that they make, it looks quite
I never
similar
even seen
to,
a Samoan meal before.
the meal. It's pretty cool though, not gonna lie.
I
It's
do like the
I
culture. Like I've seen videos of
Yeah.
like of them doing the I think it's the haka or the haku, the dance that they do. They
Hmm.
have some like in Australia and New Zealand there's rugby teams because they that's like their national sport, rugby, that and soccer, but they do the dance as like a celebration. I think they do it like before the game and if they win after the game.
Yeah, and then they
I would be
what
scared.
was
I would be scared to play against a fucking Samoans playing rugby against these big ass motherfuckers. You're gonna get destroyed, obliterated.
Dude, I watch the highlights of like those rugby games, like I do, and dude, I'm gonna tell you, I would not survive. I would die. I step on the field, I would might crap my pants, or I might just
No, I
hey,
will
you know what?
step on the
I
field and
quit.
die immediately.
No, like I get all my soul left my body, just like you'll see it just going right through the wind. Like gone.
Just as soon as you step on, you just freeze because you see them. Like imagine you step on the field, they're running right at you, dead immediately.
You're like, you
Without
know what?
without without them even touching you, you're just dead.
I'm just like, drop the ball, I'm out. But dude, rugby, I would never. I mean, I props to those guys who played those games, and or women as well too. But dude, even young kids are even getting to those games as well too, like teenagers and like maybe underage of teenagers. I don't know how they do it, but not me, man. I wanted to save my niece.
I gotta ask you, what do you think about the Usos single run? Like both of them individually.
Like Jimmy and Jay are doing right now at the moment.
Yeah, yeah. How one's
I
on
honestly,
SmackDown, one's on Raw.
I honestly, my opinion, I think it's great for them because I know they've been talking about like their dream on an interview is that they
I saw
wanted
that
to,
interview too. It was
yeah.
before WrestleMania 39.
Hmm.
They were in an interview where they both said their dream match would be to go against each other in WrestleMania at WrestleMania. And I like this is what I, like this is how I know that the higher ups of WWE they watch these interviews because look at what's happening. They separated them, and now like I can kind of feel that WrestleMania season coming up, they're gonna have that rivalry. They're gonna have it.
Hmm.
Cause I feel like what they're trying to do, so the whole Drew McIntyre complete heel turn. By the way, welcome back, Scottish psychopath. Oh my God, Drew McIntyre, when he re-debuted on the main roster after NXT, and he debuted as the Scottish psychopath with Dolph Ziggler, I was like, this guy looks goth as fuck and ripped. Because I was following him a little bit when he was in Impact in TNA. And he won the world title there, and he really built himself up. When he was released in 20, I forgot when it was, 2014, right? I think.
I think it was sometime. I think it was in the middle of 2014 or almost end of
Yeah,
2014.
yeah. When he got released, he was just going.
Yeah.
He was just going around like worldwide, going like every promotion, and winning titles everywhere.
Hmm.
But that's the thing I like about Vince McMahon running the company. I'm so happy he's gone, that he's retired. I
Hmm.
like one of my wishes, and this YouTuber I watched, Santi Zap, um, he he mentioned how his video that he did yesterday was his wish list for WWE 2024. He was like, I don't want, like, one of his wishes was, he doesn't, like, I don't want this man to ever touch creative at all this year, because Triple H is doing such a fucking amazing job. Like, so something that I realized just watching Triple H, oh my god, he's the best at storytelling. He's having these wrestlers bring up stuff from the past. Vince McMahon wouldn't do that. Vince McMahon would create a new story and would wipe the slate clean, as if like nothing was happening between these wrestlers. They could have tried to kill each other in real life, but in the company, it's like, oh, you guys don't know each other. You guys are, you've seen each other around. They literally just had a match last year. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and I was yeah it's a good change up that Vince is no longer like running the shows, and honestly, like I think it's just, I not think I believe it's the best way they've done it, and I hope they continue doing it.
Yeah,
Just because like this, not only that, like, because if you look at it during the time, like even COVID, let's go back in COVID, like when everything was shut down, like nobody was able to go anywhere, and if you were a subscriber to WWE Network, you were able to watch the shows live for free, or if you have cable, you were able to watch those shows live for free, and you'll see these like the screens virtuals like on the audience stands,
yeah.
and like that's like their audience, but they're just like just virtual reality TVs. And during the time, like after that,
That
like
was the closest a lot of people got to being live, to being there live.
no, literally, because like I was just like it was just how that's all it was, and I think
I
they
would
did
not
it
be
for like
surprised if Vince made them pay for it.
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't like if I was running like a $1 billion company, I wouldn't have anybody pay for it. I would just like
No, but it's
here's a
Vince
free.
McMahon. Like, he charges everyone for everything.
I wouldn't, just because like COVID was like the thing is like with COVID, like we were going through such a mandate shutdown, and everything was strictly rules, and and like money was involved, like
People were losing their
food,
jobs and stuff.
people were losing jobs. I mean, or people were laid back for like 6 or 8 months to a year till they get their job back, and and it was just it was sick, it not sickening, but it was just like sad because like people were so like people even got sick, like they're like their condition, like, oh, I've been isolated home for like 2 years and I don't leave the
I
house,
got
or like
COVID. I got COVID. In July of 2020, I was in bed for like, maybe like almost a week, and then like 5 days in, I couldn't breathe. I had to go to the hospital. Like,
dude, I
I was lucky enough to not be on a ventilator, but
mhm,
they put when I was in the hospital. I was in the hospital for 14 hours that day,
yeah.
and I was just in and out of consciousness because they just stuck me with IV and a bunch of other shit, and I was just passing out, like, in and out of consciousness. Like, my mom would text me, but I would see it, but I didn't have the energy to like reply. So she
Mhm.
probably thought I was like dead or something.
Oh my god, dude! I had thank God you're alive, and you passed through and you didn't have a ventilator. That's good.
It,
I
it, it made me worse though, because I had asthma before. I've always had asthma, but it wasn't bad. Like, I can run and
mhm.
not be so winded. But and now, ever since COVID, it's like I just get up from bed and walk 10 steps. I have my inhaler right here. I have to take it every 6 hours.
Oof. Yeah, no, oh man, I don't know. I tell you what, I give props to people who has asthma issues and do sports or able to do anything that's like involve a lot of breathing.
Oh my god,
Um,
life.
yeah, yeah, really. But it's like, dude, like when I got COVID, I had COVID. What was it? We're in 2023. So I think it was in 2022 or 2021, something like that. I can't remember. But dude, it was so bad because here's the thing. I
It
have
was
a I have
definitely 2021 because it had to be before we met.
Yeah, it had to be, yeah, for sure. So, and then what happened was is that I have a medical condition. I have a epilepsy. So like I have a like it's pretty much like if I get hit in the head or if I see flashing lights, I get triggered. Like it just boom. But I haven't had an episode maybe when I was like 12 years old, something like that, maybe younger. And I had COVID, and one of the symptoms was like like that could hit it, that could cause it. Dude, I was laying on my couch like for 3 or 4 days, just tired and sore, coughing,
That's
just
how it was for
everything.
me. I didn't know I had COVID, but I couldn't get up. I was just tired all the time. My sister
Dude,
was in the fucking. So at this point, I was at my older sister's apartment. We stayed there because we're like, you know what? She's gone. She's in New York for a while. Because her mom had COVID or something, so she went to go see her. Um, so me and my younger sister stayed in her apartment for that week for like 2 weeks, and a week in, that's when I got COVID. My sister, saying that I'm coughing, I'm fucking lying on the couch, dying, all that, playing fucking video games on her laptop, looking at me, and not even doing anything. I was like,
um,
when I recovered, I was like, fuck this bitch. I was like, you didn't do shit. I was laying down dying, and you didn't do shit.
dude, when
Fucking
who was
playing
it?
Roblox.
It's a fun game, though. I'll tell you that.
Bro, I used to like stay up all fucking day when I was in middle school playing Roblox. Now I can't even look at the game.
Dude, it's when I had COVID and it was so bad because like I don't know what happened, but I was so like hungry, but I couldn't eat. If I eat, I'll throw it up. I had my parents like, hey, can you give me some food, whatever, like give me order some. So my parents ordered some food, they grabbed it for me, and dude, I had like there's this place up in PA. It's called the Cornerstone. It's like a restaurant bar. It's like a college bar. It's really nice.
It's like a barn girl.
Like a yeah, bar and grill, yeah. And it was nice because like they had this meal called like the Pittsburgher, which is like a burger with a fried egg on top and some cheese and then like lettuce and tomato and everything else. It's literally like a hangover burger, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what that is. I would say
Yeah,
it's good, but I can't even eat eggs anymore. Like recently, a few months ago, I had eggs for breakfast, and immediately my body rejected it, and ever since then, I can't eat eggs.
yeah. And the thing is that like I eat eggs like on my days off because like I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat breakfast at all. Like
Oh,
I
I
just
don't either. I
literally
just have a coffee. I'm good.
Yeah, no, I have because like I take my pre workout during the gym, and then when I do that, after that, I just take my supplements, and then I just drink water the rest of the day. That's all I drink.
And
Like,
yet,
and
you're not skinny.
hey, but yeah. So it's just yeah, man.
So yeah, the burger.
The burger was delicious, dude. That's like my go to burger, and like another burger I will also get from there is I don't know, I think it's called like the cornerstone burger. It's like a massive burger. It's like this tall, yayish, something like that. And it's like it's got actually two patties, as they call it, patties or burger, and then with lettuce, tomato, cheese or whatever cheese you want, and then set of fries, and then I think onion rings as well too. Dude, I will eat like 2 plates of those. Guys, so delicious. Now I want a burger.
I'm gonna go to McDonald's after this.
Dude,
um,
don't
huh?
tempt me. Don't tempt me.
Oh, actually, not Wendy's. Wendy's is healthier.
Wendy's is good, dude. I love
Wendy's is
Wendy's.
fire. I don't know if it's the square patties or the way that they make it, but that shit is fire.
Dude,
And then whenever you get McDonald's, it doesn't matter if it's fresh or not. It's always dry.
dude, I always take for some reason. Anytime when I get like, I haven't had McDonald's in like months, but if I do get McDonald's, like anytime I get it, my patties. or my buns would just be so dry. The only thing I taste is just the ketchup and the onions. That's all I taste. I don't taste nothing else. But when I go to Wendy's, everything's just
No, you
it's
taste
nice.
everything.
Everything, bro.
The
I'm just like,
bun, the patty, the ketchup, the fuck, bro. McDonald's, you've been around for almost 100 years. Step your game up.
dude. What do you okay, what do you get from Wendy's?
I haven't gone to Wendy's in such a long time, but I normally just get nuggets.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm not a big burger guy. It, it's mainly because like, why would I spend money on a burger when I can just make it at home? That's my mentality.
That's interesting. I mean, same thing with
But
chicken
then
tenders.
it's
Chicken
like,
tenders, you know.
but then nuggets, they're nuggets. You know, you can, you know,
I mean, you can
they're
buy.
better when they're in the fryer, not in the microwave or the oven. So I'm like, I'm going to Wendy's or McDonald's for some nuggets.
True, true. I remember so like my meal when I go to Wendy's, I'll get either the double decker or I'll get like one of the newest ones that they always have, like the pretzel with buns, like the pretzel buns.
I've only had it
Or
once. It was really good though.
it
Cause
was my
I wanted to try it because I love pretzels. I actually have a whole fucking thing of pretzels right here. Shout
oh
out,
pretzel sticks.
yeah,
Nice.
shout out Aldi's,
Hell yeah, dude.
bro.
Oh, dude,
I only go shopping at Aldi's because snacks there are dumb cheap.
dude, it's not even just the snacks, dude. It's the whole
Everything, the
store.
meat, the poultry, everything is cheap. What the
Listen,
fuck?
I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna tell you guys something, okay? For anybody out there who is in the age gap between me and Alex, we're in our 20s. All right, I'm older, but
By like a year and a half.
year and a half. But here's the thing: if y'all living in an apartment by yourself, or in a house by yourself, or with family, friends, whoever,
Aldi's.
right? All these, if you live in anywhere besides North Carolina, go to all. Actually, no, all these is actually everywhere. Here in this store in the state I live in, North Carolina, we have a place called Little or Lido. It's literally the bougie version of Aldi,
Oh, they're
but
like LIDO.
yeah, LIDL. But the
I only
prices,
I only know that because there's a neighborhood around my house called Lido Isles.
mhm. It's literally the same. It's literally just like Aldi's. It's just bougie, and the prices there is the same price as Aldi's.
But
I mean,
so recently, I haven't had fast food in so long. Like McDonald's, Taco Bell, Wendy's. I haven't had any of that. I think in almost 8 months. Because when I want to go out to eat, I live I live in the south. So in the south we have Publix. So I just go to Publix. I get like 3 or 4 tenders, and I'm full for like 6 hours.
bro, Publix be smacking. I'll tell you that. Dude, the
Publix be
Publix
fucking
subs,
smacking, and I make sure to.
Publix subs.
I don't really like Publix subs. I love them actually, but I don't get them as often because I don't have a strong jaws. So eventually, like my jaws get tired of chewing on the bread. Or not even the bread, the tender subs. Like that's when you toast it, that shit is chewy, especially with the bread is chewy as fuck. So I'm like 3 bites in, my jaw's already hurting, but I'm gonna power through because I'm hungry.
Dude, so we have I've gotten Publix subs before. I've gotten actually no. I got in their boneless chicken boneless
The
bites.
first time he ever got it was because of me,
Dude,
because he came from Pennsylvania. They don't have Publix over there, and we went to the beach. So we were driving up to Jupiter, which from me is almost 2 hours. And it was like around, yeah, so it was like around here. So we were driving up to Jupiter with two of our good friends. One of my best friends actually just moved away, so I barely see him anymore. But we talk from time to time. I'm shout out Brian and Andrea. Um, and I was telling this man, yo, get a pub sub. He goes, what's that? I'm like, it's a sub from Publix. He goes, nah, I'm good. I'm good. And me and Brian were like, bro, get a fucking chicken tender sub. And he gets it, and me and Brian are expecting him to eat it like right away, cause he's hungry, or no, cause we were all hungry, and he's like, oh, I'm not hungry. I'm like, what? No, just eat it, bro. Eat like half of it, cause it's a foot long. So I was like, so we're like, just eat half of it. But he didn't eat it until like And that's the thing about public subs. Like they can go soggy, but they're still fire. They're still fire. We get to the beach and like maybe 3 hours later, that we're like out to the water and just hanging out. He finally tried it. He looked at me and goes, "Holy shit!"
Dude, it was I so like it I yeah. So what I got was, but I
Fucking eyes
here's the thing,
open, whole new world.
dude. I messed it up because I added what I added buffalo sauce. I added buffalo sauce.
I
So
get
instead of
I get mine with buffalo sauce and ranch.
but here's the thing, I put buffalo sauce and honey mustard.
I do the same thing.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, sometimes,
Oh,
sometimes, not all the
um,
time. If I Most of the time, if I do honey mustard, I just do it. I just instead of buffalo, I just do ranch.
it was honestly the like. I'm sorry, Subway, but I have to say, Publix subs is probably the best subs I've ever had in my entire life. Like, don't get me wrong,
I haven't
Subway is
had Subway
good,
since 2018, and I have
dude.
one
I
next to my
can't.
house. The thing is that the only reason why I had Subway is because I lived not lived, I worked next to a Subway, and we would exchange food. I worked at a Dunkin', so we would give them coffees, teas, fucking coladas and all that, and donuts, like boxes of donuts, and they would bring us subs. Like me and my coworker would take turns going to Subway making our subs, or we'll text each other and be like, "This is what we want." So then we go Subway and make our meals, and we bring it over and we eat it while we're working because it's Dunkin'. We're closing, so it's slow as hell. So, and then there was also Domino's there, so we would also exchange with Domino's as well. We would get
Yeah,
free pizzas and shit.
bro. I never. So the only I never worked at any fast food restaurants at all. I've only worked at one restaurant, and it was called Texas Roadhouse. And
Everyone knows
I've
what that
only
is. There's one next to
yeah,
my house.
dude. I literally worked there for like I think it was like what a month or two or something like that, and I just quit because
Bro was like, "Food's not for me."
it wasn't. And the thing is that like the thing is like I was still in high school, so I had soccer, I had baseball, and I had like my exams and everything. Like not my exams, but I had my tests and stuff like that. And I had like a place called ASL, which is like academic sports league, where you go like literally competing in other schools for like knowledge. Keyword knowledge. This guy don't have any knowledge of this shit,
Knowledge. Hey, I got way more knowledge than you.
dude.
Let's
I
backtrack. I'll put some videos or whatever, or photos of me helping this guy fucking build his PC. Bro is
okay.
clueless, asking me questions. I get it. I'm there to help him, but you could have searched that up on Google. Google is there for a reason.
Listen, he's talking to a guy who hasn't built a PC in his entire life, who's a technician for 4 years, okay?
I built my
Who just
first
got a
PC a few months ago in August. No, July. So I
I
was
just
I, I was fairly new too. I just knew a little bit more because I'm always watching like PC videos.
dude, and it's like, but dude, like the ASL group, community group, like I tell you what, like there are some smart people there in that group, and there's some like dumbass people. But here's the thing, but like, dude,
Those are the people we call special ed people. He's like, that was me.
it's
Don't worry, Manny. It was me too.
yeah. But I mean, it was good because like I was able. It was part of my program at the school, and I did it for all four. I think it was all four or three or 4 years. I can't remember exactly. But when I did it, like it actually helped me out with going to college. So like they help you with that, like
Yeah,
scholarships and
yeah.
stuff like that. And it's a good program that if you're going into high school and you want to go to college, like that's a program that I would recommend looking into. And there's a lot of after college community programs that I've done
All
as
right,
well.
you're born in the audience.
Yeah. Anyways. Um, but try it out. It's fun. I mean, you get to travel to different states. That's what I did.
Sir, it's 2023. Children only want to be on their phones. You think they want to fucking do ASL shit?
What? Go for the venture, bro. Be positive. I don't know, man. Kids nowadays are on their phones or computers or tablets or iPads or what's that? What is the Nintendo Switch? I want one so bad, man. That's so expensive. I didn't spend $500 for that.
500.
Or 400, 300, something like that. I don't know. I'm not spending. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, go ahead. Show it off. Yeah.
No, you can just find one on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp for like 150 or less.
I rather buy a brand new one than someone who just like smashed the pieces or cracked the screen of good things.
No, no, I got this at a pawn shop. Because sometimes pawn shops or tech shops, they'll post it on OfferUp.
I never thought of that.
Granted, I may have. So the guy was gonna tell me the Switch only,
Hmm.
and like without the dock, and I was like, you never told me this. Like you just said 150. You never put in the description, no dock. That's extra. He was like, oh, it's $50 extra, and I was like, dude, no. Like I drove all the way here to buy this fucking Switch. You're not gonna. You didn't tell me in the whole fucking conversation that we had the dock was extra. So I want the fucking dock. And then the guy was like, oh, fine, here. I was like, let's go! Finessed him. I was willing to pay for the extra money if he wouldn't budge, but
Yeah, but if
he gave in.
yeah, but if that's I mean, if I were to sell a Nintendo Switch, I'd sell the whole thing. I'm not gonna sell like half of it. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah, that's true. That's true.
that's just to me. That's just like
That's stupid.
it's dumb. Like that's just you might as well just keep it. I don't want to buy it. I'll just go somewhere else.
No,
and
right?
buy it.
That's fact.
Yeah. So, but dude, we actually got off track from talking on SmackDown. Dude, can we just talk about like Randy Orton,
Bro, wait,
LA
wait, wait,
Knight?
whoa. Randy Orton and AJ Styles, their physique,
Yes.
the fucking physiques.
Okay, listen.
Oh
Listen.
my god.
I was telling Alex literally just about this, and I was literally okay. What was it? What was it? War Games. When
Yeah.
Cody, when I told was Cody's team
Oh,
versus
Cody Rhodes
Justin.
also had a fucking major glow up too, cause
He
in,
did.
in 2019 before he got released, he was kind of scrawny. He not scrawny. He had muscles, but he wasn't like built. And then going through the independent circuit and doing all that, he also got built too.
Yeah, no, he did. I forgot to mention that he did got built. A lot, and but dude, like I tell you what, like Alex was telling me that when Randy was recovering from surgery, Randy's father, said that all he does is just train every day.
Yeah, I saw that in an interview. So Randy's dad, Bob Orton, the cowboy, said that you know as soon as he recovered from surgery and the back whatever, all he did was train nonstop for 8 months.
8 months, dude.
Yeah,
8 months, and I've been working out for
but it
about
wasn't like,
almost 2 years.
but it wasn't like fucking messing around and like I mean not messing around, but it wasn't like 3 hours, 4 hours. It was like probably 2 3 hours. But he also said like because Randy was in one of Logan Paul's impulsive podcast, most recent episodes, like the second to last one, he had Randy Orton on it, and Randy was like, "Oh, I'm a big gamer. Like,
Yeah,
I'm a free time. I just play video games." He was telling me
yeah,
that he was like 40 hours deep into Starfield. I was like, huh?
dude.
That game recently just came out.
Yeah,
Yo, the funny thing Randy Orton said was that so Logan Paul was like so how did your wife take you playing video games? He was like, oh, just like the kids, just give her an iPad, boom, I'm good. It's not like because she's way younger than him. It was more like he's like, oh, I just give her the iPad. She goes on Amazon, spends my money, and boom, I'm just playing. And like,
yeah.
but like, imagine having that much money that you just let your wife just go crazy on Amazon.
No, and it's crazy because like it's
Then again, Randy Orton's been in the company for 20. Now it's gonna be 23 years.
yeah,
No,
and
no,
then
no,
on top
no, 21, 22 years.
didn't he also had a movie? I wonder if he also didn't took a time to do like 1 or 2 films, something like that.
Yeah, but he also said it in an older interview that he didn't want to do it. It was just like he was injured, and Vince said, "All right, while you're recovering and you're training, just go act in the movie. They need one of our wrestlers, so you're it."
Yeah,
He,
that's true.
and then that's when he realized acting is a lot like wrestling in the performing way.
Oh yeah,
Because the
100%.
performers, they say themselves, it's not fake because they get hurt. Fucking Randy Orton was out for a year and a half because of
Mhm.
injury, So was AJ Styles before Randy, but AJ Styles was like out for maybe 8 months, but came like, bro, I'm sorry, run it back, fucking AJ Styles, big bro, that
Dude,
has to be
he had
steroids. But then you
nah.
can't be in the company with steroids. They'll fire you immediately and
Yeah,
fine
no,
you.
that no, I can't. Yeah, I was say like if you can't be uncertain, like to have a physique that he has, like you can't. I mean,
AJ
you
Styles looks like a
can't.
created character.
It's just if you look at AJ Styles literally from 8 months ago and even before that, you'll see how like his
he had
physique
muscles,
was.
but it wasn't like crazy.
Yeah, but his physique now, dude, it's like a
Like
whole new level.
fucking Goku.
Like, dude, it's a whole new level. And on top of that, he turned.
Yo, in the comment below, tell them to go watch fucking Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah. That's another thing. By the way, I'm. Long story short, I was watching anime for a while, a whole bunch of different shows, Hunter x Hunter. I was watching Baki. I was watching Attack on Titans, and I was watching a lot of other things, and I lost track. I don't know who they are, so now I'm starting from the bottom to the top. So don't hate on me.
But it's like, how do
Uh,
you watch all these other animes and you don't watch the main one?
dude, Dragon Ball Z is I don't know. I'm hooked onto one show, and then I'm hooked onto another. I have to finish one show first, then I'll watch another one.
I told you, man. Put a pause on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I want to watch
No,
Bizarre
I get
Adventure.
it. It's good, very good. But
Yes,
you need to watch Dragon Ball Z.
I gotta watch JoJo because right now I'm in the part where right now is Dio and is also right now it is JoJo. You know, just going here. I'm literally on. I think I'm on episode 6 or episode 7 or 5. I fought
Oh,
between 5
okay,
and 7.
you're pretty far.
Yeah, I know. But here's the funny thing. I'm gonna tell you right now. I told him the other day.
For
Long
wait,
story
sorry,
short,
sorry. For those who have watched JoJo, I'm in the middle of season 2, but for those who have watched JoJo, you know what's coming up. He just says episode 6 or 7. You know what's coming up.
I popped up JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I popped on Netflix, and I kid you not, this is Netflix fault. Okay,
Motherfucker
it's
thought it
not
was
my fault.
Jolene, bro, in season
I
5.
thought I thought Jolene was the main story of the show, but it was actually the season 5 of Stone Ocean. I was like, oh. So I literally watched the first 4 episodes of that last season. I'm like, I need to go back. So I went back to the first chapter.
Literally back in time.
Yeah, back in time in 1880, and literally going from that point period to continue on for the whole season. Yeah,
Now, I only know about Jolene and the characters because I was curious after watching a certain episode in season 1. It's like, wait, why are they called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? And I'm not gonna spoil it for you, Manny, because it's a very good anime. Um, it the name lives up. This anime lives up to its name because it's getting way more bizarre now, and it's only season 2, so I can't imagine what season 5 is looking like. Because season 1 compared to season 2, you know, looks like normal kind of. Like the vampire shit is like normal. It looks normal compared to where I'm at now.
yeah. It's it. When I was watching what was it? When I was watching episode 2 of season 1. Yeah, well, no, not episode 2. It was episode 3 because that was where Jojo and Dio were fighting against each other, and Dio took the mask to turn it into a vampire.
Yeah,
But what, as he called him, was like the dead. But technically, well, for him, he was alive and then turned into immortal.
yeah. That's why they call him the dead, because
Yeah,
he was dead.
but it was just like, and he had all this power and everything. I honestly did not know they both had a glow up in episode 2, and they became. They fooled me, dude. They got me. They fooled me. They became best friends and all.
Right, right. I think they fooled everyone. It's like, oh, these two are close now. They don't hate each other. It was like, but it's like the classic, the adopted sibling is actually evil. That's like the most classic thing ever.
Yep. And then it like I said, it got me. It fooled me, and I was like, what the hell? Like they're friends now after 7 years. They're like they hated each other. They didn't like him. They're like, I want him. I want to take his money. And I was like, he wanted to
I'm gonna
take
kill
the
his father, my father. Like,
It
fuck
was,
this guy.
bro. I was just like bonkers. I'm like, what? But then like
And
after
then
that, I was like,
Deal with like his thought is like, oh, the guy thinks I like him. Ha.
Yep. And then after that, a whole turn twist was like, yep, back to normal. It's like, yep, they
It's
hate
like
each
he's
other.
poisoning the dad and shit. It's like, oh, okay, there we go. There's something.
Yep. And then it's crazy because like he did that to his own. Dio did that to his own father, and I
I
was
mean,
like,
it wasn't a biological father, but still his father,
yeah, I mean, yeah, it was his
adopted father.
adopted father, yeah, because like actually, Dio actually got adopted twice if you look at it technically.
I wonder why.
Yeah. So, but and it's I don't know that. Like I said, I don't want to spoil the show if people haven't seen it yet. But I mean, like I said, if you're interested in watching anime, I recommend watching that. If you've never seen Dragon Ball Z, watch Dragon Ball Z first.
You can't
As
recommend
first.
that when you haven't seen it yourself.
Okay, for anybody who hasn't seen it, watch it,
Like
and
you?
I'll watch it, and I'll watch it too. Don't worry, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Another good anime. I would highly suggest Hunter x Hunter. That's a good. That's a good show.
Now,
Highly.
that's one I've never seen.
Dude, it's really really good.
I mean, I've seen the first episode, and I was like, you know what? Cause I don't like regular animes like Jujutsu Kaisen or I'm okay with Naruto even though they kill off good characters and Dragon Ball Z too, but it's like I don't like I have like a love hate relationship with Attack on Titan. And I think everyone does.
It,
Everyone
I
does.
I've never seen this show, but I've been told is that like it's a love and hate show, and it's also like people just spoil it for you. Is
Yeah,
that right or no?
yeah, you're right.
So
Because people just it's like one of those shows where you just talk about it, you go in depth, and then you don't realize that you're spoiling it to someone who hasn't watched it. But oh my god, I can only watch like drama anime because most of the time I know your favorite character won't get killed off. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna stick to this. So I
another
and that's also why I stopped watching anime for a while because it was like I was watching Attack on Titan and then
so
I'm not gonna say who. You just gotta watch and find out.
what was your first anime that you ever watch?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay.
It wasn't even like it wasn't even like I've seen some episodes, just not all of them. I had to go back and watch them. It's just because I had a cousin that lived with me,
Hmm.
and he was big into anime. So I don't like One Piece. It just doesn't make sense to me. But people tell me that when I tell them that, like, yo, you just gotta watch it. Like it'll come to you. But it's also like like over 1,500 episodes. I don't think I want to sit through all that. Um, but my cousin used to like I used to watch One Piece with him and Full Metal Alchemist and Bleach. Bleach is a good anime. Have you seen Bleach?
Mm-mm.
Great anime. You should go back and watch it. I'm rewatching it so that I can watch the new season they just came out with the new show. Um, but yeah, that was my first anime, Full Metal Alchemist.
My my first my first anime I ever watched,
Let me
and
guess.
I finished.
Let me guess. Promise Neverland.
No, no, that's my list though. That's on my list to watch it though.
I thought you
No,
told me you
Death.
watched it.
I haven't finished it, so I have to
Oh,
rewatch
but
it.
okay, but you watched it. You just haven't finished
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Once you
And I
told me what it
lit.
was about, I'm like, I'm not watching that.
But no, my first anime show was on Death Note.
Wait.
That
Pause.
was
Pause. Hold on. Pause.
oh man, this could be good. You good?
You ready for this?
What? Oh, my-
Yo, I'm about to write your name in it.
but dude, it was
I finished
so.
watching that anime like a year and a half ago. No, 2 years ago. I watched it when I was younger. I have a problem. Like, so I'll watch a season, and then I can't wait for the next season to come out, so I just move on to something else. And it, I went years without finishing Death Note. So I went back to finish it 2 years ago. I'm like, holy shit, this character is fucked up. I'm buying a book.
Dude. I'll tell you what. When I watched Death Note, somebody recommended me. I don't remember who it was, but when I watched it, dude, it was just like I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, okay, it might be a good, okay, whatever. But dude, as soon as I got into like first episode and second episode, I was hooked, dude. I was hooked on it,
I will
and
tell you this: it is so hard to get someone who's never watched anime to watch anime. You really have to
dude,
sit them down and force them to watch anime. Because I'm not watching
dude,
that cartoon shit.
I'll tell you what, I watched that and I was like, it was so good. And then when I heard the movie came out, I watched. This is ready. This is how
The
I
actual
watched the
album.
movie. Yeah.
I'm not watching that shit.
So here's the thing. I watched. No. Was it that one? I can't remember. But I watched the live action Death Note, right? And when I watched it, I kid you not, the first 15 minutes of the beginning of the movie, terrible. I didn't finish it. I didn't want to watch it because it
any
was just that awful.
any live action adaptation of any anime is trash. I've never
I
heard of a good one.
I mean, hey, we can in the comments down below. Y'all tell me your opinion, how you feel, if it's live action animes are good or bad. I think it's terrible, even for a guy who just going back to it. But understanding it when I was watching it before I quit and now I'm going back to it, it was just terrible because my opinion is that why would you make a live action anime that's really good for animation only on TV shows on Netflix, Hulu, Prime, whatever, not just a movie you can literally rent out for $5 and then look at like, oh, this is a terrible $5.
Because they think they're gonna make money off of it.
No, dude, it didn't make no money out of
I
it. They made money
know
out of
it was
on
so
the show,
shit.
dude. Like, continue making the shows on
I never
TV. Like,
watched it, but I saw a clip and I was like, nope, nope.
it wasn't worth it, dude. Like, and another anime I used to watch, it was really good, but it was scary. Corpse Party. That was a good show.
Never heard of that
It's
one.
it's a I think I don't remember. I don't want to say Japanese. I don't know what it is exactly, but it was only on Crunchyroll. But dude, when I watched that, that was scary. It's literally, I think it's about I correct me down below.
Dead people at a party.
No,
I mean, it's called Corpse Party.
no. I think it's involved like between 5 and 6 students in a high school. Uh, Comment down below. Tell me what it was exactly. If it was 5 or 6 students, I can't remember, but it was in a high school, and they literally like one by one, someone dies, and then they have to go around the school and find out who's the killer or where the body's been taken, and why is there blood trail. It's a really good show, but
So
it's
it
also
wasn't
scary.
an anime.
Hey, what?
It wasn't an anime.
Okay.
It was a video game.
No, there was an anime.
Mm,
There had to be. I know it for sure. I watched it. 100%. I
I just
watched it. It
searched
was
it
called.
up. It says Corpse Party is a survival horror adventure and doujin soft video game series originally created by Makoto Kizune and developed by Team Gris. The first game was released in April 22nd, 1996.
No, I'm literally right here. It's called
Oh,
Corpse.
Corpse Party Book of Shadows. Wait, no, that's an adaptation. Never mind.
No, it's Torture Souls.
Torture Soul.
Corpse Party Torture Souls. I literally typed up Corpse Party anime, and what it comes up is a mystery. It's a mystery season show.
Oh, Torture Soul. Okay, I just saw that.
Yeah. Come on,
So it
man.
was a game first, and then they turned into a game. I mean,
Yeah.
into a show.
And it was only a short show because there was only 4 episodes. But I think
Oh, so it's a game, but it's one of those like graphic novel games.
yeah, the game is scary. I never played the game, but I saw someone playing the gameplay. Dude, it's scary. And the thing is that like you can't change it into English. I think it's only what is it? Dub? Is I'm correct? If I'm correct, I
Subbed.
can't remember. Subbed. Thank you. Sorry.
Dubbed means they put it into a different language.
Yeah, it was subbed. So I mean, it was only one language only, and there was English subtitles. No, there wasn't English subtitles. There wasn't. So, but it was good though. I liked the show.
Imagine not knowing what you're playing, just getting scared shitless. What did
Honestly.
they say? Ah! Ah! So, guys, actually, by the way, um, we want to start also a gaming channel. I know it's kind of early. We just started, this channel, um, but we want to start a gaming channel and maybe stream as well. Let me know if you guys want to see us play any horror games, or just recommend a game down below in the comments, and we'll play it.
For sure. Dude, I'm gonna tell y'all what. If y'all say a horror show, there's two things that's gonna happen. One, I'm terrible at horror games, and two, I'm gonna be crying.
Let's do
Be-
Phasmophobia.
no, we do. So we okay. So we have another guy. We have two other guys with us, but they're not in this podcast. But they're like
We can
friends
have
with
them
us.
as guests.
We can add them as guests for sure, 100%. We have to. But their name is
Gino and
well,
Lewis.
Gino Lewis, yeah. And I don't know why I had a hard time remembering their names. Like I just talked to them like literally this morning.
This
What the
morning,
hell?
we have a group chat.
We have a group chat from our old job we all used to work at. Now, well, one of them still works there, but um, we play Phasmophobia. It's if you all know what it is, and if you don't, I'll tell you. It's
A
literally like a
goated
ghost hunt.
game. I love that game. I
It's a
just
ghost
had
hunt.
no friends that want to play because everyone's chicken shit.
Come on now.
You just said yourself, hell no.
Yeah, no, I can't play. I even so here's my this is the reason why I can't play Orient, and this is why I'm an idiot. Okay, I literally bought Outlast Trials when it came out, and I played it 3 or 5 times, right? And I kid you not, I get terrified.
Bro, the
Like I
first one
can't
is
even.
scary. You're out in the fucking ghost town.
No, the trials, dude. It's not even a ghost town. You live like in like this like maze like building, and you have to find
Hell
pieces,
no. First of
dude.
all, maze? Fuck that. You're trying to run. You're trying to run from the monster, and then you hit a dead end.
Dude, it's but here's the thing. It's a team. I believe it's a team of four or three. But again, correct me if I'm wrong.
we
But
need
as the
to
thing is,
we need to play Lethal Company.
a what?
Lethal Company is a new game that
Okay.
that recently came out. It was free because they had the beta for free, but now it's $10. Oh no, it was always $10. But like the game actually like they released it.
Hmm.
It's it's more of a like thriller, less than horror, but it is kind of horror, ish. Um,
Hmm.
I remember Chris told me he wants to get it, but he's broke right now.
It's okay. I mean, it's
I'm
fine. I
broke
mean,
too. I'm broke too, man. Don't worry about it.
eh,
That's why I said I'd do this podcast. So maybe we can make some money. No, I'm joking. I've always wanted
yeah.
to do my own podcast. Um, I mean, I was wishing it was under better circumstances. I didn't like in the same place recording, but this is fine too. I can deal with this. This is no problem. Um, but yeah, Lethal Company. I've seen some gameplay, not too much, because I don't want to spoil it for myself, just in case I do want to buy it. Like I said, it's only $10. Um, but if I can get other people to play, it's up to 4 players online, and like if we can get people to play with us and we stream it, oh my god, it'll be so fun.
Listen, I just want to say this one real thing. Yeti, just you should shout out to Yeti.
Yo,
I bought this.
no, I'm cutting that out. We're not sponsored.
Anyways, no, I'm playing. No, but the reason why I say Yeti because like it's a good brand. Um, the only game I've what was it? No, you know what's the most terrifying game I can ever play
Hmm.
with Lewis or with you inside the backrooms? I cannot
I'm
play that.
terrified of that game. The fucking shadow smiley face thing. No, hell no. The electric man, whatever that thing is.
Dude,
Damn.
that's what.
Yeah, I'm terrible with horror games too. I can watch horror movies. That's a different story. Cause you're less. Cause okay. So the horror games, you're more immersed into it than you are with a movie. That's
Mhm.
why it's a lot scarier. But I wouldn't. I wouldn't put it like I wouldn't shoot down the idea of just doing a stream of like horror games. Like like maybe like a bi-weekly thing or monthly horror game stream,
Hmm.
I'd be down to do that.
But yeah, I'll be down too. Yeah, for sure. Like, and we have to like, because we both work. So I mean, like, we both have to like
We
work with
we,
our
we,
like.
we, we both have lives.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So I mean, like, not saying like, oh, we ain't doing this. No, we just doing this because like we have
To
spare
those
times.
who don't work or go to school, we actually touch grass.
Yeah, but I mean, it's. I mean, like I said, we've been doing this. We wanted to do this for the longest time, and then we wanted to because we, like I said, we have so much stories, and that's coming soon. But right now, this is our first episode, just like a pretty much an introduction of like us, who we are, and what we do, and and
And I
also
think they
like
got a lot of us already.
they for sure did. They for sure did. And like he said before, this is more gonna be like talking about like life. This is gonna be talking about wrestling as well too. And near future we're also gonna do streaming. Hopefully we do streaming of video games and stuff. And that's something that we definitely are looking into in the works of it. But like right now we're doing step by step and see how progress we're making.
Yeah. So on that note, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. And we hope you guys tune in for the next episode. And if you stayed for the entire episode, what should they comment?
Oof. I don't know. I have no idea. Chupapi moneno. I mean, we can
You know
just
what? Yeah, yeah, comment that.
Chupapi moneno.
Chupapi Muñaño. All right, guys. Peace out.
All right, see you guys.